fitness.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then, so your Christmas was good?
Christmas was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Families, spent time with fam. Didn't really hang out. Yeah, just fam.
What was the coolest gift you got?
The coolest gift was from my godparents. What did I get? Oh, sweater.
Nice.
Just to go out with.
Okay. Like a nice sweater.
Nice sweater, yeah. Like a nice casual sweater to go out with friends.
Okay. What about New Year's resolutions? What's your biggest New Year's resolution right now?
My biggest resolution right now is new attitude, stand up for myself.
Okay. Why is it that? Why is it standing up for yourself?
Standing up for myself is because people, if I'm too nice with people and they see the other half. So if I'm more upstandable and clear to people, then they know what's up. Like they know, oh, he's serious.
And what happens when you're too nice? What do people think?
They take advantage of you. Oh, they say, oh, let's go ahead and take advantage of him. Let's ask for this and that.
Yeah, it's not good when people take too much advantage. I've had that happen to me before where I tend to be too nice a lot more than being more serious, and it's easy to get walked over because of that. Yeah. So for anyone listening right now, can you tell them your name, who you are, where you're from?
Julian, Carrasco, from Mexico. Well, parents are from Mexico. I was born here, downtown.
Cool. And then you work at the gym, right? You work at the LA Fitness?
To the LA Fitness.
Okay. How long have you been there?
For 2 years, and 2 years.
Okay. You like it?
I like it somewhat. It's pays bills.
Oh, I hear you there. I try and get the jobs that pay my bills too, but it's hard in LA. It's expensive.
It is.
Very, very expensive. And you got your own little crew of friends over there that you've developed over the years, right, Julian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know Julian because when I used to work there as a trainer, I always saw Julian working out there at the gym, putting in the work. And for those who don't know, if you ever need, I'm going to give him an advertisement right now. If you're getting interested in boxing and you're in the LA area, you got to look up Julian. This guy can hold mitts like no other. You wouldn't guess it, but he's so fast on the mitts, and I've done it with him. Our Jeremy and Darian, who've been on this podcast, they've done mitts with him. He's got quick hands, and he knows how to train you well and tell you what to do to make you a better boxer. So they should definitely reach out for that, right? Yeah. How long were you doing the boxing stuff for? Because you used to help out boxers.
Yeah, I used to help out people that want to learn boxing.
Okay.
Like kids, teenagers.
Okay. But you used to help professional boxers. Or amateur boxers, right?
Yeah, amateur boxers.
Okay. How long were you doing that?
I was doing that for a while. I was getting the hang of doing mitts with because the coach was teaching me how to do mitts. So I was doing that for, say, total 9 years.
Okay.
9 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
4 years of learning of the basics and like the mitt work, how to catch the punches.
Yeah. Okay. What made you switch to the gym versus staying there?
That's a big switch to the gym.
Yeah. Like, how come you stopped doing the boxing stuff?
Well, that's my one of my boxing coaches wasn't really want to help me get a job there, so I moved on to some other location to LA Fitness because I was a member of LA Fitness. So I was talking to one of the coworkers, see if they hiring. He's the one that got me into the gym. Okay,
cool. That's cool. What would be your dream job right now?
Dream job right now is to learn to be an actor.
That's right. When Jeremy was on here, everyone check out my episode with Jeremy. Jeremy and Julian do a YouTube channel together. What's it called?
Julian and Jeremy.
Oh, Julian and Jeremy. That's easy. They do a channel and it's funny stuff. They've got like 3 episodes. How many episodes?
Total 5 episodes.
Oh, 5. I think I'm behind then.
5.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. I think I put the.
We're trying to recreate comedy to make it more funnier.
Yeah.
Because lady comedy is good, sort of, in the casual way, but to me, it's they're making TV shows with laughter, and it doesn't make sense. So we're recreating funny stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Well, to get us a little loosened up, we're going to start off with a game before we get into the big stuff.
Okay.
Have you ever played Heads Up before?
Heads up.
Yeah. So the way it works is I'll let you choose a category. And so I'm going to hold it up, and the word, you can't say the word, but you have to describe it in other ways, and I have to guess the word. Okay? So what category do you want to do? We can do, let's see here, we could do animals, we could do sound it out. Which do you like?
Sound it out.
Okay. So you have to make the noise of whatever is on here. Okay? So we'll see how I do here. Let's see if I'm good. Describe it.
I have.
Here, I'll pass.
Yeah.
How about this one? Okay, what else? Describe it some more. What is it?
An animal.
Okay, and the noise was the caw.
Caw.
Okay, parrot.
Yeah.
Hey, see, you're good. You're good. What's the next one?
Oh.
Okay, what's he doing here? Reading? No. A letter, mail. Fax.
There you go.
Hey, okay. Next one.
Uh-oh,
Run out of time. What we got here? Oh, violin.
There you go.
All right.
Dolphin.
Oh, you said one more. Oh, okay. Nice, man, nice. So now you're gonna hold it, and I'm gonna try and describe it to you, and you have to guess what it is. All right, here we go. So if you get it right, tilt it down. If we have to pass it, tilt it up.
Drum?
Yeah. Tilt it down. More. Yeah. Pass. Tilt it up. That's a hard one. When a kid complains a lot, what is that called?
Crying?
No, when he's complaining like a brat, what is he doing?
He's whining?
Yes. It's hot outside.
Wind?
No, but what do you turn on inside to cool down?
Oh, a fan.
Yeah. So, ribbit.
Frog?
Yeah. There we go. This is tough. So if I'm feeling, I have this cup of water, but I want to add things to it. I put it in the.
And then.
To get cubes.
Damn, I know it. It's stuck in my head. I know it.
Ice dispenser.
Ice dispenser. Oh, it was. You know, it took a little time.
Yeah. What'd you think of that game?
It was fun.
It's fun, right? Loosens it up a little bit.
It does.
Gets the nerves out of the way. So what did you want to talk about today, Julian? I know Julian's been asking to come on here for a while now, and I wasn't sure because I wanted to make sure he was ready to come on because I know a lot of people get nervous getting on here and they're not sure what to talk about or what the vibe is. So I held off for a bit, but today's finally the day. So he's had something on his mind. So what did you?
Topic is people in general taking advantage of nice people.
Okay. And what about that? So
Let's say a male is nice to the female.
Okay.
And he asks the female, for his niceness. Oh, do you want anything for food, or for drink? Something to drink?
You just want to help her out.
Just want to help her out.
Yeah. And what happens?
And the person says, yeah, sure.
Okay. So far, so good.
And then so you go get it, and then the female says, the female's thinking through her head, oh, he's being nice to that person. He's being nice to me. They're thinking they're thinking oh, let's go ahead, let's ask for more stuff.
So then, when does it go wrong?
When the person was offering once or twice, and then the other person says, "Oh, can you spot me this day?" And then they act like they forget to pay you back.
Oh, so they ask you for favors, saying that they'll pay you back, if it's, in this case if it's money, but they never actually do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what is that? How does it make you feel?
It makes you feel like, oh, they're taking advantage of you.
Of course, because I mean, if they tell you they're going to pay you, are they telling you they'll pay you back?
They're telling me that, oh, I'll pay you back.
Oh, and they don't do that.
And they don't.
Okay. Yeah, that's not cool when someone does that. So what do you do when they do that?
You just stand up for yourself. It's just like, well, if the person asks, oh, I don't know, another day, oh, can you give me this? I don't have enough money for it. You ask, oh, I'll try to get it. Or if I have time to get it, I'll go and get it. I won't say it will be a yes or no. It'll be a maybe.
Okay. Okay. So you still stay nice. You don't get super angry at them, but you just don't help them out if they've been mean to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Because if a person asks so many times, then the other person feels too comfortable. But then someone else tells them, "Oh, you may not notice, but they're taking advantage of you."
Yeah. How has that? Let me see if I can think of a way to word this. Because I know when you were talking about coming on here, you wanted to help other people out listening in.
Yeah.
For more than just that, it was more than
just that. Yeah.
What was it that was bothering you the most?
Their persons are asking way too much times when they're supposed to ask only once.
Okay.
And it makes you uncomfortable.
So what's your tip for anyone who gets taken advantage of?
The tip is for if you're offering, it's okay, but if the person is asking way too much, then you just be like, wait. I'll try to get it if I have time.
Okay. And what about just your life in general growing up? How has life been for you growing up?
Life's been growing up good. Learned something about my past. That's... What was it? Life was good. Life's good growing up. I learned something about my past. One of my best friends was telling me her mother was... Because her mother and my mother, they know each other way back as teenagers.
Yeah.
So my mom got married, this and that, and my mom was saying, I heard myself that my best friend was telling me, your mom was pregnant with you, and your father was beating your mom so many times.
Oh wow! This was your mom or your friend's mom?
My mom.
So
my dad was at his prime days when he was around my 20s, 26. Yeah. He was stubborn dad. Like he would be serious to my mom, and that's me. I was born with they say I was born with a disability, but I feel normal to any other people.
For sure. You don't feel different than other people.
No, as of when I was growing up now. Well, now I feel like that.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that about your mom and that your dad was doing that. Did that play a role in the way you grew up? Like, because he was doing that to your mom, is that why you had the disability? Was that like the direct result, or that was just genetic?
That was just genetic. He was just beating her, being like rude, ruthless, like. And my mom wasn't standing up for herself.
Okay.
And I realized when my best friend's mom was helping my mama, because my dad was in the mood of drinking so much alcohol back in his days, every other day. So, and when she had me pregnant, I heard she fell off a car. She forgot to close the door.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. That was the first time I'm ever hearing this from you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, and when did you first hear about this story?
Well, my best friend's mother told me about that, and.
How long ago though did she say this?
About 3 months ago.
Oh, so you just found this out?
I just found this out.
Wow. So what is it like to hear this story that you've never heard before, that your dad was this way and that your mom had that very unfortunate incident of falling out of the car?
It's a very sad story. And then that affects me inside of my mom's belly.
Of course. Is there a name for the disability?
MR?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, so how old were you when you first realized you had this disability?
When I was about, I think 15.
Okay.
15, I just noticed I had this.
And you're how old now? I forget.
26.
26, okay. So you found out when you were 15. How did you find out when you were 15?
Through my physicals.
Oh, so the doctor like told you and let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I knew because I was in special classes.
Okay.
And yeah. As I was growing up, I was like, okay, everything's good. But also I was going through middle school, high school. I wanted to bond through others.
Yeah.
Normal.
And how does that, because now that or from 18 till now that you know you've had that, how did that make others treat you? Did they treat you the same or did they treat you differently because of that?
In between, they treat me differently as of normal.
Okay. So I'm guessing there were some like your close friends who treated you the same, but then there were some people that were probably mean, probably the ones that were taking advantage of you,
Yeah.
that would treat you, felt like they could
And that
take
affects
advantage of you.
me, and that's why I want to be stand up for myself because I don't want people to see the other half.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to get at, that me and Julian were talking about before I brought him on this show and why I was holding off was because I only wanted to do it when he felt he was ready, and I wanted to for sure be a decision on his part, not mine. I didn't want to do anything that was against his wishes, and this was something he really felt he wanted to do, and I thought was awesome of him to, one, recognize, and two, want to do. And the big thing he wants to do today, if I have this correct, is bring that disability to light, but then to show others, hopefully, or to others listening in, they could share this with others who might have the disability and be an inspiration for them, right? To show them how to stand up for people, how you handle it, and how you grow into an adult.
And how people are not by themselves, so that they don't commit suicide to themselves.
Oh, for sure. That's a big thing. I can imagine, yeah. I know I couldn't imagine what it was like when you were 15 hearing that you had this. That's got to be tough. And then not only that, but I know it's got to be, it's a hard world we live in, you know. People like to judge people very quickly. And for someone who's not ready to handle that and doesn't have the support system, which, you know, if there's anyone out there that doesn't, that's why I wanted to bring Julian on. I want him to be that support system. I want him to be able to be a voice. I know he likes the comedy, but I think he could be a really big help and support system to give people like that advice on how he handles things. Because the fact that he's mature enough to not let all these people hate on him and let it get to his head, it still bothers him. We've definitely had talks, and he's definitely told people how certain things get to him, but he's learned to overcome them. And I want him to share his tips today on how he overcomes, all the tough parts of, whether it's getting picked on or standing up for yourself. Yeah. So let's go with getting picked on first. Let's say there's a kid listening now who has the same disability as you, and he doesn't know what to do. He just kind of feels alone, because you were saying this, you felt alone, that like you wanted to help others that might have this, that also feel alone. What would you say to him if he was sitting right here saying, no one's on my side?
Well, that's how I feel sometimes. If no one's on your side, then be the tough guy. That's if you're now, but before, yes, you weren't.
So how can he or she be tougher?
They stand up for themselves and make friends and socialize and just stop normal the way you are and don't show your other half.
Okay, and what's the other half?
Like your disability, and people saying, "Oh, let's take advantage of his disability. Let's ask him this. Let's ask him that." So
what should they do if someone sees they have the disability and tries to take advantage of it? How do they get the courage to stand up and say, "Hey, man, that's not fair how you're treating me right now"?
Rephrase that again.
So let's say like right now when you leave, or let's say right now, I started I knew you had this disability, and I say to myself, I'm going to take advantage of Julian because I know I can. He'll never know, and you realize that I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to me to stop me from doing that?
I would say it's not good. It's not good for you to treat me like this. Treat me the way I want to be treated.
Okay. Yeah. So I think what you're trying to say is like, let them know, you're still a person. You still have feelings. You still realize what they're doing is wrong, and that you want to just, you want to be treated with respect and be treated kindly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And what about in terms of how have you been making your friends? What do you do there? Do you just talk to them? How did you find like the Darian and Jeremy and all those cool guys to bond with you?
Well, actually, when I first started working through LA Fitness, Jeremy met me through some guy named Raphael.
Okay.
Because me and Raphael would do mitts back at our old gym. And me and Raphael would go to LA Fitness to do boxing. And that's how Jeremy stepped in and said, oh, hey, you're really good at mitts. That's how I met Jeremy first through everybody else.
Okay. And Jeremy and all those guys have been treated you really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
They treated me good. And I bonded with the girls as well.
Helping you out with the girls. All right. Yeah. How's it going with the girls?
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make more lady friends than guys.
Okay. How, if you don't mind me asking, how have you found having this disability is with how girls treat you? Has it been different? Has it been the same? How do you feel?
Oh, sometimes some girls, they see the other half. And then some others, they can be a normal kid, like a happy guy.
Okay. That's awesome. So then my next question would be, so you became friends with people like Jeremy and Darian and Big Doug, and how do you know that, because those are all good guys, so how do you separate knowing that those are the good guys and then here's the guys that are going to take advantage of me? How did you know that you could trust those guys?
Because they look at me as a normal adult.
Okay.
They don't see me as, oh, he's a special kid. Let's say this and that.
Yeah, and that's very cool. And it's very cool of them to be able to do that. And I think this goes for anyone listening is, if you're struggling making friends, meeting a girl, having just trouble at the workplace, it really is as simple as that, right? Are these people, whoever you're talking to in your space, are they taking advantage of you? And you just feel too nice, like Julian was saying, to say anything about it. Then what he recommends, and I agree with this, is you've got to learn to stand up for yourself. Now, if you don't necessarily have the courage yet to, really put your foot down and say, hey man, this isn't cool what you're doing to me. I'm not going to hang out with a person who treats me like this. That's fine. You can just do what Julian does, and you can say, hey, you know what, I think I'm busy right now, and you just stay away from people like that. But then you're going to kind of have to put yourself out there, because even though you might meet a few mean people, you'll meet the nice guys like the dudes I just mentioned, or girls, who are going to treat you and see you as a person and treat you really good and have you hang out and have some good memories, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's okay to ask like a couple times, but don't ask every other time, because then they think to themselves, oh, let's ask them, day by day, and you're wasting your money, so you don't have to pay that amount of bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So it's just a lot of experimentation, it sounds
Yeah.
like. Yeah, for sure. Okay. What kind of stuff do you like to do? I know Julian's really big into WWE wrestling and
What the old school WWE wrestling?
what's that?
The WWE old school wrestling?
What about it?
I'm used to that as of now new generation
New
wrestlers.
Okay. It's not as good these days as it was back in the day.
Yeah.
How come?
Cause wrestlers nowadays, I think it's good that they're bonding with WWE because they want to get money, but it's not as real as it was back then. Well, I think it wasn't real still, but it's more entertaining as of now.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I agree with that. I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid too, and I like the 90s wrestling versus what's been going on today. I check in every now and then. It's not as good. It's not as entertaining as when The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin were there and all those cool guys. Awesome. What do you usually do when you're hanging out with your friends? With all those guys?
Those guys. one, making videos. Two, just hanging out, exploring the world.
Okay. And so you were saying your New Year's resolution was to stand up for yourself more. Is there anything else that you're trying to do this year? I know before we started you said you wanted to really focus on yourself and be a better person.
Yeah.
So explain more about that, about what you're trying to do.
What I'm trying to do is be more mature to myself and say no, or say I'll try to get it, or if I have time, I'll get it. That's not a yes, not a no. And more focus on myself, try to figure out myself, and finish school, and then becoming an actor, because I think a lot of people know I have good personality.
Yeah. Speaking of school, how's the schoolwork going?
School's working. School's tough.
Yeah. What kind of schooling? Where do you do the schooling? It's online, right?
I'm almost online.
Okay. And what kind of stuff do they teach you?
They teach you like basic math, basic drawing. But the math was similar, but I get a little frustrated when it comes to math.
I think we all do. I was never good at math. He always sends me some of the problems. I can't even answer some of them because it's just been so long since I did those kinds of problems.
Yeah, same here.
It's all fractions. And what are you working on right now?
I think fractions, and that's the most.
Okay. Yeah. Does your mom help you out with those problems? Your brothers?
My little brother sometimes.
Okay.
I mostly ask someone at the gym see if they can explain it to me right. And then as a good favor, treat them with like a snack or something.
Yeah. How have your brothers treated you growing up?
Growing up, the same. Nothing different.
Okay.
Like amazing me a normal person.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. And your mom's supportive, right? Your mom.
Yeah, mom's supportive.
Yeah. Have you talked to your dad before or no?
They're separated.
Okay.
I go over his house to say what's up, and I'm also the main family guy that visits him. Mostly some of my families are busy or they don't get a chance. When they get a chance, it's mostly on the weekend.
Okay. Where does he live?
He lives near like Culver City, around there.
Oh, okay. So he lives around.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Does he and your mom still talk or no?
Yeah, they get along.
Oh, they do. Okay.
They get along.
Okay. Yeah. What's new? What do you have in store for the future? Any big plans, job-wise or acting-wise?
Acting-wise, it's gonna get interviewed pretty soon to be in commercials.
That's right. Julian was telling me. Who was asking you that they might want you in?
Some member gave me a card of. Gave me a card of to be in the commercials and TVs.
Okay.
I think her name is Sassy. I think that's her name.
Cool. Are you excited to do that?
Yeah, excited.
Right.
Everything is new and still getting comfortable with acting.
Okay. Yeah. But that's good though. You're following your dreams and you're not letting anything hold you back. What would you what would your advice be for other people listening out there who are trying to chase their dreams but they're a little nervous or they feel held back?
Is to just focus on yourself. Like, if you have a relationship, just tell the person, or try to figure out something out, the relationship, and focus on your main self.
Okay.
Follow your dreams.
Okay. What's one tip they can do right now to achieve their goal or to go towards their goal?
Is to ask for help and to not give up. Just ask for help. I know asking for help is not good, but helping is always a need.
I think asking for help is good. I think if anything, people should learn to ask for help more often. I think we all get so afraid to ask for help because we don't want people to think we look stupid or something like that. But if you don't know something, you don't know something. I think, at least for me, if someone asked me a question, I would respect that more than them acting like they knew everything and didn't. So I think, you should ask more questions. What do you think about that?
I think that's great. Asking for help is a need, and you can learn.
Okay. If anyone else with that disability wants to reach out to you or has other questions for you, or maybe they have relatives who are listening in or friends and family that want to send it to them, how can they reach out to you? What's your social media? How can they get in contact?
Social media, through Instagram, Facebook. Like, if they're looking down on themselves, but I usually don't really do it. If I look down on myself, I'll cruise around and go to church or something, or meditate.
Oh, you meditate.
Yeah.
How long do you meditate for?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can only do 10 minutes. You're doing an hour?
I do.
How do you do it for an hour? You sit still and...
Yeah.
Wow. When do you do it?
When no one's home, or
Yeah.
when we have crowd people, I just throw on some headphones and just meditate, just relax the mind, and pretend you're in your own nature.
And has that helped you out a lot with...
It really, actually, it does. Meditation does really help with nerves. If you really are nervous or angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else helps with that? If you're very nervous or angry. So what happens is, for both, if you're nervous or angry, we tend to breathe very heavy. It's short breaths because it's pumping our heart a lot. So if we know that, if you know pumping our heart a lot is what's getting you very angry or nervous, if you do slower exhales, like, and just kind of hold that, it'll slow your heart rate down because you're slowing your breathing down, and that'll help. Darian was on here talking about that. It helps slow down your breathing and slow down your anxiety. So that's my tip for you if you want to beef up that meditation and if you're feeling anxious. Yeah, you can use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on, Julian. Is there anything else you want to let anyone listening in? Any other topics you want to talk about?
As for right now, no, just...
We hit everything you wanted to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Disability, standing up for yourself, is not showing your other half.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. So to recap, don't let the disability hold you back. It didn't hold Julian back. When it comes to meeting people, whether it's girls or other guys, look for people. At the end of the day, this goes for anyone. Go for people who see you for you, see you for the good qualities.
And see the happiness of you.
For sure. And the fact that Julian can stay so happy and positive, and this is what I find so interesting, is his other big tip starting off was don't be too nice. And I agree with that, but don't lose your niceness either, Julian, because that's what makes you special. That was, to me, what I connect with anyone in general is I want to be friends with people who are nice and have a good heart. I like that you don't let, even though it may lead people to walk on you every now and then, I like that you don't let people mistreating you turn you into a mean person.
No, it's like not be too mean. It's just standing up for yourself.
Sure.
Not be too mean. It's just standing up for yourself. Just not be so mean to that person, and the person fades away.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Be nice, but not so nice. So they think, oh, he's too nice. Let's ask this and that.
Just let them know how you feel without being rude about it.
Yeah.
Just so they know. Okay. Yeah. And then through that, you'll see who's going to stay and who doesn't. If you tell someone how you feel and they don't want to hang out with you, then they're not worth hanging out with.
Not worth.
Yeah. Because the true friends will stick around and they'll respect that you stood up for yourself. So those are two good tips. And then the third one was, if you got any dreams, follow it. Ask for help if you need it. And what was the other one about following your dreams? You said. I think it was just going for it, and if it's something you like to do, explore it. You gotta explore.
And explore yourself.
Explore yourself, yeah. And meditate.
Yeah, meditation.
That was the big tip from Julian. Meditate. He goes for an hour, you guys. If you can't do an hour, do 5 minutes.
Yeah, do 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Any your favorite meditation techniques that you can give them to get 5 minutes done?
Not just imagine yourself in your own nature, and then just...
Or how about this? What if, let's say, someone who's listening is getting really angry or really nervous about something and they just want to calm down? What would be your tip for there, in the moment when you're just so angry and you want to just rage? How would you say to calm down?
How would I say to calm down? Another tip is just let yourself go for a jog, get lost. Well, not get lost too much, but just get lost, go for a run, listen to some good music, just jog.
Okay. What if they can't jog? What if they're in a room or at work?
Work. get some fresh air.
Okay. So there you have it. If
Absolutely.
you're feeling very anxious, nervous, angry, either go for a jog if you can, clear your mind, listen to some music, or if you're stuck at work, just
You just go outside and
go outside, get a
look at
breath of
the sky.
fresh air. Okay.
look at nature, see what's around you.
Yeah. And to add to that, I would say just realize that in the bigger picture of things, this is only a little bump in the road. You'll get over it and you'll recover, and life will be good. Awesome, Julian. Thank you for coming on today.
You're welcome.
I'm glad. Are you glad we finally did this?
Yeah, I'm glad.
All right. This episode.
Get off the system.
What's that?
I finally got off the system. I needed to talk.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you feel better now that you got it all out of your system?
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe that's tip number 4 or whatever it is. If you feel you got a lot on your mind, just get it out there. Help people out. Turn it into something positive. Awesome. Thank you, Julian.